A demonstration of soldering SMD components on a mini badge with solder paste and a hot plate. In the interest of time, the majority of this video is 2 times normal speed, but the process really is quite quick. A solder paste with a 183-degree melting point is applied to all the component pads. Take note, this is probably too much solder and can lead to issues that will be evident later on in this video. The amount of paste notwithstanding, it's okay if the paste isn't applied very neatly, as the flux in the paste will allow the solder and the components to flow to the correct position. Components are carefully placed in the correct location and orientation. However, if things need to be changed later, using a hot plate makes simple work of the adjustments, compared to reworking with the tip of a soldering iron. Please excuse the instability of the camera as the mini badge is moved over to the hot plate. The heating process is begun. After about a minute, the temperature nears 200 degrees Celsius. The video will be slowed to normal speed as the solder can be observed melting. The hot plate is then switched off, and the badge is allowed to cool. Here it can be seen some of the components are floating on top of the melted solder at odd angles, rather than flush with the PCB. This minor issue can be addressed by using less solder in the first place, or by pressing the components down as the solder cools. Care is taken not to disturb the board too much with any jarring motions before the solder has cooled, as disaster awaits the impatient.